Hey, this is Mark with Living RV Style, and as always, I like putting together recipes that are suitable for two people. My wife and I are full-time RVers, and so that's kind of what I like doing. It eliminates a lot of leftovers, which I'm not real crazy about. But today it's going to be a recipe for a simple Thai cucumber salad. It has of course, a cucumber, which we got from a friend of ours, one shallot, one serrano. These pack a little bit of a punch, not bad though. You can go easy on those and pick the seeds out if you are not a big fan of spicy stuff. And then we use apple cider vinegar and water, salt and pepper, and some sugar. And then it's always nice to make this ahead of time, put it in a bowl, mix it all up, let those flavors, get married, and then toss it in the fridge and let it set for a couple of hours before you cook your meal. Tonight I'm going to be doing a pork Thai satay, which is a pork tenderloin that's fairly thin and on a skewer with peanut sauce, and this is a really good complimentary side dish for that. So I'm going to begin by working on this monster right here, cutting the ends off. I've got this handy dandy little zester, which I like using on these because you can kind of take part of the skin off like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is a really good sized cucumber. It's probably more than you would need for a typical recipe, but I'm going to use it because I've got it. I wanted to use it before it goes bad. There's other ways to do this, but this little zester is pretty handy. It's a kind of a multi-purpose tool as far as I'm concerned. Just toss that over there. I like cutting this in half. Some people pull the seeds out. I like the seeds. I think they're fine. But a lot of folks, they like dragging the seeds out. If you don't want the seeds, a spoon works nice to just pull those right out. But I'm going to leave mine in there. And I slice this really super thin. That's Bella the guard dog in the background there. If it's not her barking, it's F-16s flying over. We're about a 10-minute drive from International Airport that also has F-16s that fly over. So that's always a lot of fun when you're trying to do any kind of audio or video in an RV. It's all sliced up. Get my bowl over here. Get that started. Some people like sprinkling like a kosher salt or sea salt on this to pull some of the moisture out of it. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think it's necessary, but it's all a matter of taste, I suppose. It's going to make enough for tonight and possibly maybe a standalone lunch meal for tomorrow for both of us. And this is something that is not like other leftovers. It's kind of like chili, when you have chili for dinner and then you heat it up the next day. It's actually even better because those flavors, all of your spices and everything, have an opportunity to blend. I'm using my Garmin Verb camera, my 360 camera, to shoot this video today. Kind of an experiment. Since I'm shooting this by myself, it gives me a chance to arrange the shots in post-production. Kind of handy. Kind of pricey, but I use it for other things too, as well as doing the cooking here. So I've got my part of my shallot ready to be sliced up. Again, I do this super thin. Toss that in there. Spread it apart. And I'll have all of the ingredients listed below the video so that those of you who want to follow to the letter, you can. I have a tendency to kind of wing things. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good, so I'll make sure that I give you the exact portions of everything that I'm using. But slice these up nice and thin. And then, last but not least, the Serrano. They don't sell these in all stores, but usually during the summer you can find them in the produce section. I do not seed these. I don't see a reason to. But again, do this to taste. If you don't like hot stuff, if you don't like heat in your food, then you may want to seed this first by cutting it down the middle and scraping the seeds out, and then slicing it up. But I'm going to go for it. For this size of cucumber, one Serrano about this size is going to be just perfect. And again, slice this thinly. You're going to lose some seeds as you slice, so that's a good thing, because that's where all the heat comes from, is the seeds inside the pepper. Okay, toss that in there. Super simple meal, side dish, and it can be a standalone meal if you want to eat it for lunch or whatever. I use this organic apple cider vinegar. You can see down in there that this is a fairly good sized bowl, and what I'm going to do is just kind of go about halfway up on the ingredients that are already in there, and then I'm going to use the water to cover it with. So half vinegar, half water is what I do. And I've got about 2½ teaspoons of sugar there. Add that in there. Kind of takes a little bit of the edge off. That's just about right. Salt and pepper to your taste. This is sea salt, but probably a teaspoon or two, and probably ½ teaspoon to a teaspoon of pepper. That way it's not overbearing, and then when you serve it, you can season it to your liking. Okay, and then I just mix all this stuff up together. This is awesome. It's a really good side dish for Thai food, particularly this the Thai satay that I'm going to do with the pork. It's a fairly healthy dish. But once you get all that mixed, then put some plastic wrap over the top of that bowl, pop it in the fridge. Like I said, a couple of hours before you're getting ready to serve it would be great. You can also do this overnight. It'll last, a good 3 days in the fridge. So if you don't polish it all off in one meal, you can always, use it for lunch or dinner the next night or two. But one cucumber that size, that's a pretty decent amount. And you're going to love the way this tastes if you love cucumbers like we do. If you don't, then don't make it. But I hope you enjoy it. Send me your feedback. Let me know what you think. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks.